Imagine you decide today, I'm finally going to learn programming. You open YouTube. The first video says, learn Python. The next one says, no, learn Java because companies use Java. Then someone else, start with C++ if you really want to understand programming. Another person, languages don't matter, learn JavaScript. Then someone says, learn DSA. Someone else says, projects matter more. Another says, AI will replace programmers anyway. 2 hours later, you still haven't written a single line of code. Not because programming is difficult, because everyone is telling you to walk in a different direction. So in this video, I'm not going to give you 10 roadmaps. I'm going to give you one. The roadmap I wish someone had given me. Follow it consistently, and you'll avoid the mistakes that waste months or even years. You sit in front of your laptop. A blinking cursor stares back. Your first question is, which programming language should I learn? It sounds like the right question, but it's the wrong one. Choosing a language before understanding programming is like arguing whether to buy a hammer or a screwdriver before you've even decided what you're building. The language isn't the hard part. The thinking is. Programming is simply solving problems by breaking them into small, logical steps that a computer can follow. That's it. Whether you write those steps in Java, Python, JavaScript, or C++, the thinking behind them is almost identical. Think about making a cup of tea. You don't say, make tea. You say, fill the kettle with water, boil the water, put a tea bag into the cup, pour the hot water. Wait 2 minutes. Remove the tea bag. Every instruction matters. The computer isn't smart. It only follows instructions. That's why every language has the same core building blocks: variables to store information, conditions to make decisions, loops to repeat work, functions to organize code. Learn these once, and a new language becomes much easier. So don't spend weeks debating Java versus Python. Pick one popular language and start learning how to solve problems. You finish your first programming tutorial. It feels amazing. You understand every line. You think, I finally get programming. Then you close the video, open a blank editor, and suddenly you can't write anything. It's like your brain completely forgets everything. This happens to almost everyone, and it has a name: tutorial hell. You're learning, but you're not improving. Watching someone else solve problems isn't the same as solving them yourself. Imagine watching cooking videos for 6 months. Would you become a chef? Of course not. Eventually, you have to enter the kitchen. The tutorial should only introduce the idea. The real learning begins after you pause the video. Learned variables? Close YouTube and build an age calculator. Learned conditions? Build a grading system. Learned loops? Build a multiplication table or a number guessing game. Every new concept should immediately become a tiny project. Not next week, right now. Because programming isn't something you watch, it's something you practice. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is trying to build something massive too early. You learn variables today, and tomorrow you decide, I'm going to build Instagram. A week later, you're overwhelmed. Nothing works. And you start thinking, maybe programming isn't for me. The problem isn't you. The problem is the project. Imagine learning to ride a bicycle. You wouldn't enter the Tour de France on your first day. You'd first learn how to balance, then pedal, then turn. So start small, really small. After variables, build a bill calculator. After conditions, a password checker. After loops, a number guessing game. After functions, a calculator. Every project should teach you one new concept. As your skills grow, your projects naturally become bigger. Calculator, expense tracker, library management system, chat application, e-commerce website. You don't jump there, you climb there. Small projects build confidence. Confidence keeps you motivated. Now let's talk about something every beginner hates: errors. You write 20 lines of code, press run, and nothing. Or even worse, a giant wall of red text appears. Your first instinct is, I broke everything. No, you didn't. Welcome to programming. Professional developers see errors every single day. In fact, most programmers spend more time debugging than writing new code. Errors aren't proof that you're bad. They're feedback. Every bug is your code telling you, something doesn't match what you wanted me to do. The worst thing you can do is immediately copy the error into AI or Google, copy the solution, paste it, and move on. Instead, pause. Read the error. Try to understand it. Ask yourself, what is this error actually trying to tell me? Even if it takes 30 minutes, that struggle is where real learning happens.
This is probably one of the most confusing topics on the internet. Some people say learn DSA first. Others say never learn DSA. The truth is, both are wrong. If you've never written a real program before, DSA will feel abstract. You'll memorize algorithms, forget them a week later, and wonder why everyone says they're important. Instead, learn enough programming to build small projects first. Variables, conditions, loops, functions, classes. Once you're comfortable writing code, then start data structures and algorithms. Because now, they actually solve problems you've experienced. Need fast searching? That's where binary search comes in. Need the shortest path on a map? That's where Dijkstra's algorithm comes in. Need autocomplete like Google? That's where tries come in. DSA isn't about memorizing algorithms. It's about choosing the right tool to solve the right problem. And that only makes sense once you've actually built something. Let's talk about the biggest change in programming today, AI. Should beginners use it? Absolutely. But use it correctly. Don't ask AI, build my project. Ask, explain why my code isn't working. Don't ask, write my assignment. Ask, why did you choose this approach? Use AI like a mentor, not like a replacement for your brain. Because if AI writes everything, you'd finish the project, but you won't become the programmer. So if I had to start from absolute zero today, this is exactly what I'd do. Pick one language. Learn the fundamentals, variables, conditions, loops, functions. Build tiny projects after every topic. Learn debugging and get comfortable reading errors. Build slightly bigger projects. Then learn object-oriented programming. After that, start data structures and algorithms. Finally, build complete applications. And repeat. That's it. No secret roadmap, no magical course. Just consistent learning and consistent building. Programming isn't difficult because only geniuses can do it. It's difficult because every beginner reaches a point where nothing makes sense. The tutorials stop helping. The errors keep coming. The projects stop working. And that's exactly where most people quit. The people who become software engineers aren't the ones who never got stuck. They're the ones who kept going anyway. So stop worrying about choosing the perfect language. Stop collecting tutorials. Open your editor. Write your first program. Then write your second. Because every great programmer started exactly where you are today. Confused, curious, and staring at a blinking cursor. If this video helped you, consider subscribing. Every week I make videos that simplify programming and system design with real-world examples. I'll see you in the next one.